I always thought that being consistent meant to start something new, go extremely aggressive with it, and doing everything at once, without failing, without falling, without slipping up, just being perfect right away. But then I eventually burn out and I ask myself, what the fuck? Am I that big of an idiot? Am I even meant to be consistent in the first place? All the doubts about myself, all my insecurities, they start coming in. They start trying to take me down, and I'm even complimenting them and entertaining them and think to myself, yeah, maybe that is the truth. And every time that I've applied this practice, I kept on failing, losing momentum, and then having to start all over again, which took so much energy, which was impossible for me to even maintain in the first place. So I had to go through a big mindset shift so that I was able to properly understand what being consistent even is, and to set myself up to be consistent always, every time, for the rest of my life. And this is probably the thing that you need in order to be consistent. To become so consistent, it's impossible to not be inconsistent. And as a result, you will see continuous growth in your life. So let's start with the question. What is consistency? Because you've now put an entire day worth of work, and the next day, you're inconsistent. I mean, that's what you say. But do you even know what consistency is? Because being consistent is giving yourself a specific time frame where you are taking action. And as you take action within that given time frame, you then have to evaluate the previous time frame. So for example, 3 months of working on your business in comparison to the 3 months before, and seeing how much action you've taken. If, for example, let's say in the past 3 months, you have done nothing for your business, and in the next 3 months, you've done at least one thing, you're already one step closer to being consistent. The next thing you have to do is in the next 3 months, you have to do more. So if you do 2 things for your business within those 3 months, you are being consistent. There's a whole skill involved in becoming consistent. Like there's a lot of different skills involved into becoming consistent. Because setting the intention is important into becoming consistent. Taking action is another aspect of it. Planning, scheduling, thinking things out, learning, educating yourself, falling, failing, getting up again, going again, understanding your doubts, understanding your insecurities. That's all part of being consistent. And it doesn't come in 1, 2, 3. Especially, it didn't come from me in 1, 2, 3. And I'm still, like, in terms of what people would say, you're not that consistent. Like, I've been now consistently uploading content for a specific amount of time. But how many years was I inconsistent? How many years did I not understand what consistency was? Way too many. And it was only when I understood the concept of consistency that I started to realize, like, okay, well, this is something that I have to act upon, not expect anything big, but I just simply have to take action continuously. And I have to allow myself to gain momentum as I take action. And the best way to become consistent is to start slow. You cannot expect to be able to do everything at once and to be perfect in that what you do as well. Perfection never comes. Let's get that out of the way. Because I'm an overthinker, I'm a perfectionist, and I want to do everything perfectly. And even today, while recording my videos, I want it to be perfect again. Like I'm applying a new structure, I want to give you guys more value. But every time that I try to do that, oh boy, let me tell you one thing. I feel like it's not even worth my time and that I should stay within the comfort zone that I was in before. Because in the previous series of recording 7 videos, I felt good. I had a structure figured out. And I told myself, you know what? I'm going to do even better. I'm going to improve. And that is important because that means that by taking action, being in discomfort, I'm consistently being exposed to what I'm good at and what I'm not good at and what skills I can improve to further develop myself and become the greatest version of myself. But I was never going to be able to be at this point if I didn't last year started to record videos. If I didn't sit in my car and press the record button on my phone. And as I'm a perfectionist and as I'm an overthinker, I had to accept myself and I had to humble myself as well that things were not going to change instantly. That the only way that somebody gets to do something is by taking baby steps. You know, it sounds cool to be able to make like a leap, like the leap of faith, as they would call it. To jump and to get that everything what you want. But if you do that, you're basically like trying to look for a cheat code that will get you the results of what you want. But even in a video game, cheat codes then disappear and then you still have to do that thing. You have to always implement that cheat code again, but you don't have the foundation built to be able to maintain it. So you have to start from the bottom. Like there are habits that you are doing that are keeping you from being consistent. There are certain things in your mindset that you have to adjust, certain beliefs that you have, because I had certain beliefs when I was inconsistent. I had to believe that if I didn't work today, I had lost the battle. If I didn't create something good, which I shouldn't judge myself, then I'm not being consistent. I showed up today, but nothing good came out of it. Oh fuck, I'm being inconsistent. If I didn't maintain all the habits that I wanted to change about myself, then I'm a loser and I've lost. I'm unable to make a mistake. I cannot make a mistake. I have to do everything as well as possible right away. I have to see instant results, because if I'm not seeing instant results, that means that I'm doing something wrong. And whenever it felt like I needed a break, it felt like I'd lost again. It felt like I was not being consistent anymore. Like, consistency is not built in 1, 2, 3. You have to give yourself the time to develop. You have to give yourself the time for your actions to compound into the results that you want. Like, you're not gonna start walking as a baby by just getting up and walking. No, you will get up, or you will crawl first. Then you will try to get up, you'll fall, and then you crawl again. You try to get up, and as you do that consistently over and over again, your muscles will become better in your legs, and you'll be able to walk because you're strengthening the muscles. Well, the same thing applies to becoming consistent. You have to start small. You really do have to start small. You need to humble yourself. You need to kill your ego and come to terms that it's a learning curve, and that the instant results that you desire won't be coming just like that. They won't. They never will. And if you see sudden instant results, that's because of the work you've put in before. Like maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's not because of what you did yesterday. Like, I remember even in my YouTube journey, even right now, I make a new video, and in the beginning I would then see that I'm getting no views, and I think like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I'm screwing up. I have to change everything again. But no. The question is, did I take action today? Yes. Did I give it my all? Yes. Was it something I could have done better? Yeah, maybe. Okay, what is it that I could have done better? Oh, maybe I could have structured my video better. Okay, well, for the next video, I'm gonna do that. And I shouldn't expect anything in return, besides the fact that I'm improving my skills and as a result, getting better. And as you're doing this, as you're being consistent by setting an intention for a given time frame, so for example, for a year, you want to develop your skill of talking, you want to develop your YouTube channel, you want to develop whatever you want to do, build your business, make more money, save more money. You have to set the intention, and you have to be patient, because it's most likely not going to happen within a year. Like, I've set many goals in the past that I wanted to achieve, and I never achieved them, but I achieved something else. I achieved certain skills, certain foundations that are now helping me in my YouTube journey, for example, that are helping me in my journey of becoming the greatest version of myself. Like, it's a long game. It's not a short game. Like, we are so focused on the instant results that it's only going to distract us, and it's going to demotivate us, because it's not going to come quickly. Life is not a cheat code. Like, there are no cheat codes in life, and even if you have a cheat code, whenever that falls away, you then don't have the skills that are necessary for you to maintain that what you've built. And then what? You'll be further removed from home than you were before. You'll feel worse, you become depressed, you become unhappy, and then you have to learn the thing anyways. Or you will have to look for the next thing that you can do. And the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, but the only thing you're doing is running away. You're looking at life with a short-term perspective. Like, for example, you're not going to lose your fat, all the fat that you have on your body if you're obese, for example, or if you have a little belly. You're not going to lose that by going to the gym once or 1 week or even maybe 1 month. It's going to take you a year, 2 years, 3 years to get to the desired results, to get to the desired body that you want. And how do you get there? By continuously taking action on doing the things that you need to do that will get you closer to achieving that goal. Evaluating whether or not what you're doing is helping you. Reminding yourself of the intention that you have of losing your body fat or gaining muscle, whatever it is that is relevant to you, and seeing whether or not in that year or 2 years progress has been made. If no progress has been made, well then, yeah, you're doing something wrong. But you have to understand that consistency, being consistent is not doing everything at once and maintaining everything, because you have to learn. You have to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not learning, you're not growing. Nothing is happening. If you look the same as you did before, that means that you're doing something wrong. But at least you're being consistent in doing that what is necessary. All right? So just because you've had a bad day, just because nothing is going the way that you want it to go, and you tried it, you failed, and you have to build everything up again, that doesn't mean that you're being inconsistent. Because you're still being consistent. It's about the actions that you take, the intention that you have, and continuously doing that over an extended amount of time. And as you apply this mindset, you will grow. You will be inconsistent. Maybe you are already inconsistent, but you just needed this little mindset shift to realize what consistency is. So I hope this video has been able to help you. I want to wish you a very nice day. And remember that you are 100% responsible for the results in your life. Make the hard decision today, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye-bye.